Hey everyone, welcome back to 30 Players in 30 Days. Have you ever had one of those players who you truly believe is a good buy, but you have a hard time justifying it? Well, for me, that player is Odell Beckham Jr. It's a no-brainer to me. There's too many people out there who truly believe that he's washed and adds nothing to their roster. And of those people, you'll find that a good amount of them will sell him for fairly cheap. And if you can get him for a reasonable price, the opportunity and upside, if he can turn it around in 2021, is huge for you. So we don't have to run down any stats of Odell's glory days to justify it because it's Odell. We know his talent and his ceiling, but it's about the concerns. So let's run through the concerns. The worry is that will Odell be able to carry out a healthy season? Does Cleveland's offense push enough pass volume? And does Baker figure out how to connect with Odell? So, first question, health. Quick answer, yes. By all appearances and reports, it seems like Odell is healthy and recovered, and he's been able to do so with plenty of time before the season starts. Second question, does Cleveland's offense push enough pass volume? Okay, well, there's no getting around the fact that Cleveland is a run-first team. I mean, they're very good at it. That's not going to change. And Baker Mayfield was ranked 17th in pass attempts last year, but who was ranked 18th? It was Ryan Tannehill. I love Ryan Tannehill. And Ryan Tannehill supported A.J. Brown and Corey Davis last year. Run first is not a kiss of death for the wide receiver one or two. It just means that you have a certain capacity on what your load is. And it also means that you have to be very efficient. So, question 3. Will Baker figure out how to connect with Odell? I'm not going to dive too deep into it because I don't want the video to be extra long. And I also might be covering this in a video in about a week or so about Baker specifically. But I don't think that the disconnect was between Baker and Odell last year. I think that there was a disconnect between Baker and the offense as a whole. You have to remember, it was a new system for him, and Baker's been through a lot. We'll get into it. But neither of Odell or Landry had impressive numbers through the first 8 games of last season. In fact, Landry didn't even have a touchdown. When things started clicking for the Browns and when everything turned around and Landry looked amazing, it was because they were past those first 8 games, they were past the bye week, and Baker started to feel more comfortable. And at that point, Odell was injured. He just didn't get a chance to participate. So I know the concerns. I know it's risky. I agree with you. But we do know what Odell is capable of and for what you can acquire him for versus the actual potential of his ceiling. There's so much opportunity with Odell. Now be smart about it. Don't buy him thinking that he's going to be your wide receiver 1 or 2. Buy him knowing that he's going to be a flex option and hope for upside in the fact that he can turn it around. So if you're a contender and the Odell owner is no longer a believer, go out and buy Odell on the cheap.